You're welcome. In regard to the wonderful dance music that comes with UEFA 99-2000. So Howard and I mentioned this game in the Act 2 post. That's the Champions League theme. So I'm going to play a 5-minute game just to demonstrate some of the differences between this IDOS game, UEFA Champions League 99-2000, and Act 2 Soccer 3. So Uncle Chuckles has a lot of trouble with this game in comparison to Act 2 or 3. Now, to be fair, he doesn't own either game. He's just played it coming over here, and we haven't played it much in the last several years. What I'll do is I'll post this as the second video, but Howard hasn't played his game yet, which is a good chance it'll be a debacle. Usually is. Usually high scoring, and he loses by a couple goals or something like that. So I like this game graphically as far as how pretty it is. More than Act 2 or 3. It's a little bit slower, I think, although it's faster than it used to be when I first bought the game, and I did that 48-hour session. When I lost my doctorate, I spent 48 hours trying to win, which is like the World Cup at the UEFA Champions League final. It was very slow, like $6 Million Man slow motion. So that made the game very difficult in the beginning, very difficult for Howard to learn. Actually came over from Belgium. He worked in Belgium at the time when we play soccer, do a lot of touring and socializing, etc. in Manchester, where I first bought this game. But progressively, as I've got newer operating systems, the game's actually improved. So right now it's running on XP, but I also have it on my Windows 10. So some of the differences are, this doesn't have the big curve shots that Act 2 does, so it requires a little bit less skill to shoot the ball and score, because you don't have to master the direction button like in Act 2. But in my opinion, it takes more skill to pass the ball around than Act 2. So in the sense of shooting, it's easier. In the sense of passing, it's more difficult than Act 2 or 3, in my opinion. But it is more difficult to break down the defense because you can't do these long shots. Like, I can't shoot from right there and score a goal, very likely. I have to move in. So this, for someone like Chuckles, makes the game a lot more difficult. Another reason I would think this game is more difficult than Act 2 or 3 overall is because the simulation is greater. In other words, the cheating by the computer. More goals are scored by the computer team, where basically the human player didn't make a mistake, like he could have checked the person, the player, but check didn't work. Or his goalie just acts up and does something stupid. So on goalies, major differences in this game compared to Act 2 Soccer 3, the goalie has to be a goalkeeper. You can't use an outside player, an on-field player, to play in goal. Whereas in Act 2 you can use a very skilled player to play goalkeeper. He doesn't have to be a goalkeeper in real life. in Act 2 of Soccer 3. The goalie can't come out of his net and score, so you have less control over the keeper. Although, they're better at stopping shots in Act 2 of Soccer 3. So this game, like Act 2, you're better off going to the left side to shoot for a penalty kick. And I'm using Durnberger, who's actually was a defender in real life, as a forward, because I just find him very good at scoring the type of goals you need to score in this game, which are goals that generally take a lot of work.
If you concede 3 goals in any match, you're likely to be in trouble. Conceding 3 goals by half-time without the final, well, it's got to be all over as Nick Bennett.
Oh, they're getting well, I don't think they're pretty much over them, but you never know, Bob. We've all seen funny things in football, that's why we love the game so much.
And the funny things in football, the computer can definitely attempt to arrange them. So what should my strategy be here? Should I try to park the bus? Probably. It doesn't really work too well. Okay, there's a lob demonstrated. So in this game, the only time I've scored on a lob in this game was on a penalty kick. Generally, you can't score an open play with a lob, as it is done in Act 2 of Soccer 3. Also in this game compared to Act 2, most of the time you play with the speed button, whereas in Act 2 you generally just use the speed button to bring a player's back or to move forward to try to get a breakaway. There's a slide tackle, which is the same as the lob button. There's a lob, tried to one-time it, no one there.
Good solid defending there, Clyde. Like a move. Just hits the ball from it.
Another slide tackle attempted earlier there. See if I take my finger off the speed button.
Still only 1-2 minute really.
Missed the net there.
Well, he's still one of the best players on the pitch for me. Oh, shake it up to be great match.
Slide tackle.
Oh, that's a rash tackle. Yeah, very
again, the same as the lob button. See there? That's a cheat. What could I do about that? So 3-1, but it's a cheater. Say it was cheating because there's nothing I could do to stop it. But it's very hard to defend in this game. Another slide tackle. See, in that goal I went towards the man, but my guy didn't do anything.
That was lovely.
There's a good slide tackle. Now I'll do a lob in the box. Try to one-time it, no one's there. Now to be fair, part of it's because I'm playing 4-5-1, so I'm playing a defensive formation. That headed in the wrong direction. So I'll do a sub of 3 players here. Just because I do have fatigue as an option, so I will attempt to bring some fresh people in.
But it's difficult to know what exactly is going to be doing.
What I have on my mind is to
Just over the bar. Yeah.
have players more energy. So Chuckles struggles with this because of the simulated cheating. The buttons are different than Actua or the other Eidos game, and you can't score with curve shots. So if he loses the game will happen later, which will be the first video, that'll be largely why. I don't agree with that analysis. I had 76% possession. Take a look right here. 76% possession. I had 6 shots to their 3, and I had 4 on target to their 2, so I don't agree with the analysis. So we will see in the other video how Chuckles does.